A couple weeks ago after Modex, our industry friends at TWK sent me an FSoE safety-rated encoder to try out. I thought this would be a good opportunity to show you how easy it is to implement a third-party device in TwinSAFE. This should be done when TwinCat is shut down. First, from the manufacturer's website, I'm going to download the ESI device description file. Once the zip file is unpacked, I'm going to copy the XML into the hardware catalog of TwinCat. The next folder that I'm showing below is where the Alias device templates for TwinSAFE live. This folder will be updated once we start up TwinCat again. So I've got the TWK encoder hooked up, powered up, and connected to an EtherCAT network with a single EL6910 safety controller. Now in TwinCat, let's go ahead and scan the EtherCAT network. We're only interested in device 1. Scan for boxes. I'm ignoring any drives that it's finding. And I'm not activating free run. Since I didn't activate free run, everything went into pre-op, because our next step is to set the FSoE address. Now that could be dip switches, it could be rotary switches, or it could be in the software, just like this encoder. And in order to interact with that, for this encoder, we need to be in pre-op. So we see our TWK encoder here. And now we're going to set the FSoE address. And we're going to do that in the manufacturer-specific parameters. So the default on the encoder is 1234. I'm going to change that to 10. And then for further validation, we need to actually enter the serial number of the encoder that we're connected to. And we'll see those both go to 0. Now, in F980, we'll see that we're expecting an FSoE address of 10, and the serial number is shown as well. Now, when we actually go to the communication parameters, though, we'll still see the default safe address 1234, because we need to power cycle. Now, when we power cycle, there's no communication. So now we're going to put everything back to initialize and pre-op. Now back at our encoder, we can check our communication parameters, and we see that our safe address is now 10. The next step is to bring the encoder into our safety project. So I've created a safety project ahead of time. So we're going to add the encoder from the IO tree. After importing, we can see the FSoE address came in as 10, and we have our process image available to us. I've created some alias devices over here so that we've got a quick start and some additional code. What we're going to do is we're going to bring in the position value of the encoder and set an in-limit bit. So this isn't real safety logic, but you can at least see how the technology would work. So let's go ahead and connect these variables that we're upset about here. And from our encoder, we'll get position. And we can download our project. And activate our configuration. All right, now we're going to turn on our sunglasses. Set our run bit to true. Right click, show online values. That's a very, very large number. But what I did was add a little bit of simple code down here in order to set the value back to 0 within the safe logic. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we see our position is 0. Turn it up. And we're outside of our minimum of 0 and maximum of 20,000. Now we're back in it. Hopefully you see that setting up a third-party FSoE device is really quite simple.